So what is the impact of AI on the job market so far? It's critical that you know this so that you can properly manage your career. And there are a few clear impacts on the job market already from AI. So what's the first one? Well, the first one obviously is if you're looking for a job, AI is now screening resumes here in the United States. Not allowed in the EU and other countries, but here, yes. And AI is also deciding who gets interviews once you make that first screening cut. So AI is now the gatekeeper on new jobs. That's the message. Now, this is big companies, right? Medium-sized companies have started to implement this. Really small companies, no. So we're really talking about half of the new job market, right? Because roughly, according to the government statistics, which I read every single month on employment and unemployment, about half of new jobs are created right now are at big companies. The other half are at medium and small companies. So the new job market is fairly balanced right now in that respect. So that's number one. If you're applying to big companies, you're getting a double AI screening. What's the second one? Definite impact. Again, here on the AI Guide, we deal with facts and try to present a balanced view. So when you look at the employment statistics and hiring and layoffs, industry by industry, you can see that quote unquote office jobs are being most heavily impacted right now by AI. So the specific industry segment that the Bureau of Labor has talked about is professional, technical, and scientific. There's basically been very little job creation in this sector in 2024. Why is that? I gave you an example on a previous video, but it bears saying again. A great example is marketing. Basic marketing tasks can now be completely done via AI. What are we talking about? We're talking about writing posts. We're talking about putting together a campaign. We're talking about optimizing that campaign. And even with some of the better softwares, the publication of the campaign at the right time on the right platform. So marketing is one example, but it's broader than that. Another example is what used to be called shared services, which is back office work, right? We're talking about admin staff. We're talking about document management, scanning, storing, and retrieving of documents, stuff like that. All the back-end work that keeps a company running, all well automated now, and AI is very, very good at those. The third area where AI has started to impact, but the impact will be much, much heavier in the next 3 years, is professional services firms like law firms, market research, etc. In the next 3 years, these are going to be heavily impacted, but only for routine tasks. So there's still a lot of people in the corporate world who do routine tasks that they do every single day over and over and over again. That's still widespread. That is the next area of major automation. And that will happen over the next 5 years. But by 2030, almost all that will be automated. So what did we just say? We said, number one, getting a new job is now heavily impacted by AI here in the United States. Number two, you can see in the employment statistics that what they call professional, technical, scientific has plateaued. Virtually no net job gains this year. Coding is another part of that segment. And the reason clearly for that is AI. It sticks out like a sore thumb in the data, but it isn't specifically identified by the Bureau of Labor as AI impact, but it is. And then the third area of impact is going to be professional services, clerical work at law firms, clerical work in the medical and healthcare environment, clerical work related to market research and stuff like that. All of this is going to be automated in the near term. And in business, near term is defined as 3 years or less. Medium term is like 3 to 10, mostly 5 to 10. And long term is more than 10 years. That's the commonly accepted usage of those terms in business. So you can see that there is some impact from AI, but it's nothing compared to what's coming on the job market. Nothing. This is really just getting started. So I said on my channel that AI hit the exponential inflection point in early 2023. So that was about a year and a half ago. Once something hits the exponential inflection point, the rate of change continually increases faster and faster and faster. That's why there's going to be these impacts in the near term. So what do you do to deal with this? Well, two things. One is, if you're in one of the areas I just mentioned, what you want to do is find something that you think you're really going to like to do. Best option is it includes human interaction or the human touch, and you start learning what that job is, where most of those jobs are, and then start applying. You want to do this now at the leading edge of the disruption, not in the middle or end of it when the competition is much stiffer. So act now, be proactive. Related to that, the second thing is, if you don't have a passion that you already know about, find one based on your current skill set. How do you do that? Well, there's a great book from 20 years ago called What Color is Your Parachute? And since then, there's been other automated programs written and released to do that. I personally think reading this book is very beneficial because it gives you the time to read a step, do it, read the next step, do it, read the next step, do it. Whereas software tends to be more accelerated in pace. And you don't really want to rush figuring out what your passion is because you don't want to be wrong about that. So that's how AI is impacting the job market right now. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, please support us on Patreon. We need your financial support. $1, $2, $5 a month makes a huge difference to helping to grow the channel and bring you more and more solid, actionable career advice to catapult your career and thrive in the AI age. So thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.